Welcome back to 8th class mathematics class. Today we are going to discuss about some properties about rational numbers. What are those? Additive identity, multiplicative identity, additive inverse, multiplicative inverse, and distributive property. That means multiplication over addition. Multiplication over addition. Okay. Already we have discussed in previous videos about closure property, commutative property, associative property. Today we are going to discuss about these properties which are remain. Now you may observe here what is this statement. When the number 0 is added to any rational number, the rational number remains the same. Are you observe it? When the number 0 is added to any rational number, the rational number remains the same. This property is called additive identity. You look there with an example. You take any rational number 1 by 2, you add 0, then you observe what we get. 1 by 2 plus 0. That means 1 by 2. If you add 0, if you add 1 by 2 to 0, then what you get? Again you get the 1 by 2. That means you observe here, if we add 0 to any number, then we get the same. One more example, you may take minus 3 plus 0, that is also minus 3. If 0 plus minus 3, that is also minus 3. Then we conclude that if we add 0 to any rational number, we get the same. If a is a rational number, we add 0 to a is any rational number. We add 0 to a, then what we get? A plus 0 is equal to a. Otherwise, 0 plus a is also a. So, we can say here the 0 is the additive identity. Here the 0 is called additive identity. You may look here. The 0 does not belong to natural numbers. 0 belongs to whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. So, the existence of additive identities in whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. It does not belong to natural numbers. Here onwards, 0 is taken as additive identity for in coming problems. Now we move to the another property, that is, when you multiply any rational number with 1, you will get the same rational number as the product. This property is called as multiplicative identity. What is meant by this one? You observe here. When you multiply any rational number with 1, we will get the same. Hence, you take an example. Look there. 1 by 4 into 1, what you get? 1 by 4 again. Otherwise, 1 into 1 by 4, here also you may get 1. Here also you get 1 by 4. Hence, the result is same. The product of these two is same. That means you observe here, you multiplied any rational number by 1, you get the same number as product. If you take another one, minus 3 into 1, you also get the minus 3. If you 1 into minus 3, you get the same. Hence here one is called multiplicative identity. Zero is called additive identity and 1 is called multiplicative identity. If A is any rational number, we conclude that if A is any rational number, A into 1 is equal to A, otherwise 1 into A is equal to also A. That means here you observe, you multiply any rational number by 1, we will get the same number. Hence, this property is called as multiplicative identity. Here 1 is taken as multiplicative identity. 1 is the existence of 1 here. 1 is belongs to natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers also. So, we have all the numbers. 1 is belongs to all the numbers. Okay, this property is taken as multiplicative identity. Then we move to the next property. This is, you observe here, any two numbers whose sum is 0 are called the additive inverse of each other. Any two numbers whose sum is 0. Then those two numbers are called additive inverses to each other. This is called additive inverse. Additive inverse property. What is meant by additive inverse? We observe it by taking an example. You take 1 by 4, a rational number. Any two numbers whose sum is 0. When you got 0, we add minus 1 by 4, we got 0. That means here 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 4 both are additive inverses to each other. You may take one more example. Minus 3, if you add plus 3, then what you get? 0. That means you observe here, the sum of two numbers is 0, then those two numbers are taken as additive inverses of each other. Here minus 3 and plus 3 both are additive inverses to each other. Here minus 3 is additive inverse to 3 and 3 is additive inverse to minus 3. We conclude that if A and minus A are two rational numbers, sum of those two means A plus minus A. What we get? 0. If sum of two numbers is 0, then those two rational numbers are called additive inverses of each other. That means here A and minus A both are additive inverses to each other. Additive inverses to each other. Okay, this property is called as additive inverse. Sum of two numbers is 0, then those two numbers are additive inverses to each other. If you what numbers we have the negative numbers, the natural numbers does not have the negative numbers. At the integers also not have the negative numbers. Hence these two are not satisfy the additive inverse property. Okay. Now we move to the next property, that is called multiplicative inverse. Here you observe what is on the screen. Any two numbers whose product is 1. In the previous one, the sum of two numbers is 0. Here the product of two numbers is 1. This one is called as multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse, this property. Any two numbers whose product is 1. Whose product is 1. Two numbers product is 1 are called the multiplicative inverses of each other. In the previous one, sum of two numbers is 0. Then those two numbers are called additive inverses to each other. Now here the product of two numbers is 1. Then those two numbers are taken as multiplicative inverses of each other. Here you take any example. 5 into 1 by 5. That means 1. 5 ones are 5. 1 into 1 is 1. Or otherwise 1 by 5 into 5. That is also 1. Here 5 ones are 5. So here you observe it. You may take otherwise one more example. Minus 3 into minus 1 by 3. Then what you get? 3 ones are 3, minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1, or minus 1 by 3 into minus 3, here also we get the 1. That means the product of two numbers is 1. Then we can say those two numbers are multiplicative inverses of each other. You take one more example. 2 by 5 into 5 by 2. The reciprocal of 2 by 5. Here 5 into 1 by 5. That means 1 by 5 is reciprocal of 5. Minus 3 into minus 1 by 3. Here also minus 1 by 3 is the reciprocal of minus 3. Here 2 by 5 into 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is reciprocal of 2 by 5. Here you observe what we get. 5 ones are 5. 2 ones are 2. 1 into 1 is 1. Otherwise 5 by 2 into 2 by 5. Here also we get the same results. 2 ones are 2 and 5 ones are 5. 1 into 1 is 1. So here you may observe all these products we got 1. And you observe one more point here. Those what we written in the left side. 5 into 1 by 5 minus 3 into minus 1 by 3. 2 by 5 into 5 by 2. You may observe it is both are reciprocal to each other. 5 is reciprocal to 1 by 5, 1 by 5 is reciprocal to 5. Minus 3 is reciprocal to minus 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 3 is reciprocal to minus 3. Hence, the product of two numbers is 1. Those are called multiplicative inverses or reciprocals of each other, or reciprocals. Multiplicative inverses of each other or reciprocals of each other. This property is called as multiplicative inverse. If a by b is a rational number, if a by b is a rational number, the reciprocal of a by b, reciprocal of a by b. Now what is that? You take that is c by d. C by d is a reciprocal of a by b. Then we conclude that a by b into c by d is equal to 1. The product of these two is 1. That means therefore a by b and c by d are multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverses of each other. Or otherwise reciprocals of each other. Okay, this type of property is called multiplicative inverse. Okay, we move to the next property, that is the distributive property. Also it is known as the distributivity of multiplication over addition. Now you take any three rational numbers. For example, 1 by 2 and 2 by 3 and 1 by 4. You take any three rational numbers and you sum up like this. You write like this: 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 4, and it is also right in the right hand side as 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. Okay, verify this result, verify the result. Why? Or you get the same result for both left hand side and right hand side. First you may take the left hand side part. What is that? 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 4. Here you write like this. The numbers which we write in the brackets are not like fractions. So first you may convert those two into like fractions. 2 by 3 into 4 by 4 plus 1 by 4 into 3 by 3. Already we know how to convert the given fractions into like fractions. 1 by 2, 2 fours are 8, 3 fours are 24, plus 1 3 is 3, and 4 threes are 12. Here also 12, denominator. 3 fours are 12, 2 fours are 8, 3 fours are 12, 1 3 is 3, 4 threes are 12. That is 1 by 2. 8 plus 3, 11. 11 by 12. Now we get 11 by 24. This is equation 1. This is the left hand side part. You may do the in the same manner the right hand side part. Right hand side. You take the right hand side part. What is that? This one. You write it 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. You observe here 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 threes are 6 plus 1 into 1 is 1 and 2 fours are 8. Again you observe here these two are also not like fractions. So you may convert these two into like fractions like this. 2 by 6 into 8 by 8 plus 1 by 8 into 6 by 6. What we get? 2 8s are 16, 6 8s are 48, plus 1 6 is 6, 8 6 are 48, 16 plus 6, that is 22 by 48. You write in the simplest form to 11s and to 24s. That's what we get is 11 by 24. This is taken as equation 2. Now you observe here what we get in previous equation 1 and previous now the equation 2. Both are the same result. That means what we can say, left hand side is as per 1 and 2, as per 1 and 2, LHS is equal to RHS. That means 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. Then we conclude that if A comma B comma C, we conclude that A comma B comma C are three rational numbers. A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. Otherwise, A into B minus C is equal to, you may apply this one for subtraction also, you get the same result, AB minus AC. A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC, and A into B minus C is equal to AB minus AC. We concluded this is the distributive property. That means multiplication over addition. That means here you observe it, the what we write in the brackets b plus c, this is the addition. The number which we write in the before the brackets is a, that means a into b plus c. That means here is multiplication, here is addition. That's taken as multiplication over addition. Okay, this type of property is called distributive property or multiplication over addition. Okay, now we move to the next slide. That is a small exercise on the completed properties. First one is the additive properties. Additive properties in rational numbers, integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers. That means uh, what are the additive properties? Are closure, commutative, associative, existence of identity, and existence of inverse. You may fill the blanks. Here you observe what are the numbers given: rational numbers, integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers. You keep in mind these all properties are related to addition only. In addition, rational numbers are closed, and commutation is commutative. Rational numbers also commutative under addition. So here you write S, and the rational numbers are associative in addition S, and the existence of identity. Existence of identity means additive identity. What is additive identity? That is zero. That is zero. Additive identity is zero. As the rational numbers are having the zero, hence it is also S. Existence of inverse. That means if A is a rational number, the additive inverse is minus A minus A. That means here the rational numbers have the negative numbers also. So this is also S. Now in integers, commutative property. In under addition, it is also S. Additive proper associative. Associative under addition. S. We have the uh, if already we know the associative property, it is associative under addition. Integers are associative under addition. So you write S. Integers are have the zero S. So we write S. Integers have the negative numbers, hence you write S. Here whole numbers the closure property closed. Whole numbers are closed under addition. Whole numbers are commutative under addition S. Whole numbers are associative under addition S. Whole numbers are have the zero, hence we write S. So the existence of inverse, that means negative numbers. The whole numbers does not have the negative numbers. It is the starting from zero. Hence these are not have the negative integers, negative numbers. So this is no. Now natural numbers. Natural numbers are closed under addition. Natural numbers are commutative under addition. Natural numbers are associative under addition. Natural number does not have the zero, hence you write no. Because of natural numbers are begin with the 1, and the natural numbers does not exist the negative numbers. So it is also no. So here you observe where we get no. Existence of 0 in natural numbers and existence of inverse in natural numbers. Both we have no, and whole numbers also does not have the inverse elements. So it has also no. Okay. Now you observe the A2 properties in all the natural, whole, integers, and rational numbers. Now we move to the one small exercise. Complete the following table. These properties are like the previous one. In previous one, we have discussed about additive properties. In this slide, we observe these are the multiplicative properties. That means rational numbers are closed under multiplication. Rational numbers are commutative under multiplication. So you write yes. And rational numbers are associative under multiplication. S. Rational numbers are existence of identity. That means here multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means 1. You observe here the rational numbers have 1, so you write yes. And the existence of inverse means here in the multiplicative inverse means if 4 is a rational number, the multiplicative inverse is 1 by 4. As we have the P by Q form of the definition of rational numbers are P by Q form, hence we have the 1 by 4, 1 by 2 and so on. So we have the inverse numbers in rational numbers. So you write S. In integers, you may observe the integers are closed under multiplication. S. Integers are commutative under multiplication. S. And integers are associative under multiplication, and also integers have the 1 in the numbers. So it is also have the existence of identity, multiplicative identity, existence of inverse. Integers also have the integers does not have the P by Q form numbers, hence this is no. This is no. Now whole numbers. Whole numbers are closed under multiplication. Whole numbers are commutative under multiplication. Whole numbers are associative under multiplication. Whole numbers have the 1 S, so you write S. Whole numbers does not have the reciprocals, so it has also no. It may not exist the inverse elements. The natural numbers are closed under multiplication, commutative under addition, associative under addition, existence of one also S, but existence of inverse. The natural numbers does not have the reciprocals, hence you write no. That means here you observe in this table, in the inverse column, integers, whole numbers, natural numbers does not have the P by Q form numbers. That means reciprocals. That means here reciprocals. So these three integers, whole numbers, natural numbers are not satisfy the multiplicative inverse property. Okay, thank you. You may remember and practice all these and write in the test book. That is the end of the today's class. Okay, thank you.